Hi guys, there are two big sales going on right now on the EU and the North American PSNs for Golden Week in Japan. So I thought I'd run through my top picks for the Vita games in these sales. So let's go with EU first. My number one pick here is Ys 8. If you've seen my impressions video or heard me talk about the game before, then you'll know how much I love this game. It's one of the best looking games on the Vita with fast-paced action and dozens of hours of playtime. If you haven't played it and you like action RPGs, then this is a must-play. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy games, and pretty much every Final Fantasy game is on sale right now. On Vita you can play FF 1 to 10 as well as the Dissidia games, Tactics and World of Final Fantasy. I loved World of Final Fantasy, and I highly recommend Dissidia Duodecim, Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6. Salt and Sanctuary is an excellent action RPG which is basically a Dark Souls game but 2D. Even though it takes a lot of the mechanics and the style from Dark Souls, it does it so well. It plays really well on the Vita and it's cross-buy so you can get the PS4 version too. One of my favourite games of all time is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's a PlayStation 1 title that put the Vania in Metroidvania. The gameplay and graphics still hold up today and the music is so memorable. Xenon Valkyrie Plus came out last year and it's a 2D roguelike pretty much like Spelunky in space. It's challenging but very addictive too. Rabi-Ribi is a 2D platformer and brawler. The graphics may give the impression that it's a cute simple game, but it's actually very challenging. It really surprised me how much I enjoyed this game. If you like horror games, then Yomawari Night Alone and Midnight Shadows are on sale. These games are super atmospheric horror games where you control a little girl as she searches for her sister in the first game Night Alone, and two friends that search for each other in Midnight Shadows. These are great games and best played with the lights off. The entire Metal Gear Solid series is on sale, which includes the excellent Portable Ops, Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. I loved all of these games, but it's best to play them in order. Metal Gear Solid 1, then 2, then 3, then Portable Ops and finally Peace Walker. The Danganronpa games are a series of dark visual novels featuring the murderous teddy bear Monokuma. The stories for 1 and 2 were fantastic, with so many unexpected twists and turns and shocks. I wasn't as big a fan of the third game, but it's still a great series of games to play through. Iconoclasts only came out in January and it's already on sale. Take a look at my review if you want more details, but it's basically a 2D Metroidvania style game, but what really sets it apart are the varied boss fights and the compelling story. Criminal Girls 2 is a surprisingly deep RPG. I wasn't a fan of the smuttier aspects of the game, but if you can overlook that, it's actually a really good game. Gladion Returns was one of my favourite games from last year. It's a top-down action RPG that's really complex and challenging. With so much to do in this game, you'll be playing it for a long time. And the soundtrack is surprisingly good too. On the North American PSN, there aren't as many games on sale, but that doesn't mean there aren't some excellent games there. Muramasa Complete is a 2D action RPG from the makers of Dragon's Crown and Odinsphere. The feudal Japan setting looks amazing on the Vita screen and the gameplay is fast and fun. The version on sale includes all the DLC, which adds a lot of extra content for the game. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Quest Builders. It's basically Minecraft with simpler controls, more direction and a story. It looks and plays perfectly on the Vita and it's so much fun. If you're a fan of Persona 4 Golden like me, then you should definitely check out Persona 4 Dancing All Night. It's an excellent rhythm game that continues the story of the Persona 4 Golden cast and has remixed tracks from the Persona 4 soundtrack. The music was just excellent. I don't platinum many games, but I was happy to replay the tracks again and again here to grind for the platinum. Rainbow Skies is coming out in a few months, so now is a good time to pick up the prequel Rainbow Moon while it's on sale. It's a strategy RPG kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea. The game is huge and really good. So guys, those are my recommendations, but there are so many games on sale right now. What games do you recommend people buy? For me, I haven't played the Hatsune Miku games or the Hyperdimension Neptunia games either. So those are some of the ones I'm thinking about picking up. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you think they're worth picking up and which are the best ones. So leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.